Welcome back. I'm Jill with the carefreekitchen.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie recipe. And this chocolate chip cookie recipe was released during quarantine, and it's really been a highlight of 2020. So if you're on the hunt for the best chocolate chip cookie recipe, this is it. Anyways, to get started, here are the ingredients that you're going to need for this chocolate chip cookie recipe. All right, a lot of them are like normal chocolate chip cookie ingredients, but there's a couple surprises. Okay, we've got sugar and flour. That's easy. It does have a little bit of rolled oats in it. And then, like I said, walnuts. And I'll show those to you. We're just gonna be chopping those up a little bit. It calls for semi-sweet chocolate chips. My grocery store is actually out of semi-sweet, so I'm gonna do half milk chocolate, half dark chocolate. I don't know, what is your favorite kind? Anyways, we're gonna go with some brown sugar, some sugar. This has just like a little bit of lemon juice, and it like activates the baking soda and makes them like so soft and chewy. Then I have some vanilla, and then of course some eggs. Okay, we're gonna start off by preheating our oven to 325 degrees. And today I'm gonna be making this without a mixer. I do have a mixer, but I just want to show it can be done. And if you don't have a mixer at your house, it's fine. There, you can just use good old-fashioned elbow grease. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is start with room temperature butter, and this is an important part. Set your butter out an hour or two before you're going to make cookies, and it'll be much easier to stir. So we're going to do 2 cubes, so 1 cup of butter, and then in this I'm also going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So this is a quarter, so I'm just going to do 3 of these. Okay, this is where the good part comes in. I'm just going to mix this until it is really well mixed up. Just going to stir this, get it all nice and creamy. I mean, so far it's looking great. Now I'm going to add in my 1 cup of brown sugar. Okay, and you want to be sure that you're scraping down the sides and getting it all combined. Okay, and then for the lemon juice, this just calls for a little bit of lemon juice. It calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon. All right, there we go. And then it takes just a pinch of cinnamon, and you know, it's all these layers of flavor that make these so delicious. Okay, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Get the right one there. 1 and 2. Okay, now we're gonna go with our 1/2 cup of rolled oats. And these are just regular rolled oats, not the quick kind. Okay, and then 2 1/4 cups of flour. So 1, 2, and then we have 1/4. Okay, and then I have just 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just gonna put that right there on top. And we're gonna go ahead and combine this. And I like to add the eggs at the end. Then if you by chance overmix your cookies, it doesn't make them all wonky shapes. All right, that's perfect. Now we're going to add 2 large eggs. 1 and 2. Break those up just a little bit. All right, we are just about done. And so for the last of it, this calls for 2 2/3 cup chocolate chips. So I'm going to do a full cup of the milk chocolate because my store did not have semi-sweet. Sometimes we get like weird outages. I guess it's just part of this year, right? Okay, and then another, and then about 2/3. I'm just gonna estimate here. There we go. Okay, and then this calls for 1 3/4 cup of chopped walnuts. So, okay, and then I'm just gonna use my knife and just coarsely chop them. Okay, and then there's one, and then about, oh, this is gonna be about perfect, and then about 3/4. And now we'll just mix this up. Okay, and then to prepare them to bake, I just have a piece of parchment paper on my baking sheet here. And I love using these for cookies, so they all turn out the same size, same shape. All right, there we go. So there is my first cookie. So I like to actually get them all the same size and then actually just give them a quick roll. Put them right onto the baking sheet. Okay, so now I'm gonna bake them in a preheated oven, 325, for about 10 to 12 minutes. And we want the edges of the cookie to be just lightly golden brown. Okay, so here are the cookies. And as you can see, it has like a little bit of golden brown up there. And the edges are just a little bit golden. So those are perfect. We're gonna let that sit for just a couple minutes on the stove and let it cool. And then another thing, if you really wanna make them look pretty, I like to just top them with a few extra chocolate chips right out of the oven. Okay, here are the cookies. Aren't they so pretty? They've like got a little bit of height to them, so they're gonna be nice and chewy inside. And they've got this really like crispy outer edge there. Those, my friends, are the perfect chocolate chip cookies. Okay, and then I'm just gonna transfer these to a wire rack. And I've got a couple batches done. And this will make 18 to 24 pretty good sized cookies. All right, guys, here is the DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie recipe. If you don't have a chocolate chip cookie recipe that you absolutely love in your repertoire, you need to find one. And let me tell you, this one is it. With or without chocolate chips, it's amazing. It's like just the right amount of like pile on the cookie, loaded with chocolate chips. It's like crispy on the edges and then chewy inside. It really is the perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode at the Carefree Kitchen. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on social media, and I will show you all kinds of fun and easy recipes that your family will love. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.